So today we're going to be looking at authenticating, or I guess how to authenticate some V-2 rocket wreckage from World War II. This stuff was dug in a swamp in Poland around 2015. These are all bits and fragments. There is another video that actually shows the digging of this process. But these are mostly the aluminum fragments of the rocket, with a few exceptions here. We've got some of the graphite and some of a mount on the back of it. These two parts right here can be looked at on the schematic of the rocket. You will see this part on the very back of the rocket holding part of the graphite rudder mount, which is a section of this right here. It is graphite. It has been machined down on these sides. These would go into the flame and steer the rocket. There's most of it missing, but all these other fragments all were dug in the swamp as well. That's where the whole rocket broke apart, and they all show signs of that, whether it be bits of mud and dirt packed into the sections. All edges are heavily oxidized. There is a tearing you can see on virtually every part, showing when it impacted or started to break apart. There are no clean cuts, other than even this clean factory cut, which would have been at the original time, has now been mangled. The riveting is all aluminum riveting, which would be character for what we're looking at. And here we have mud in there as well from the original dig location. Now this piece does have a new gouge on it. I'm guessing that would be from the excavation where a digging implement would have hit that part when it was pulled out of the ground. This one's got a little more oxidation on it, but aluminum once again. There's an interesting piece here. It does have some writing and markings. You can catch it up there in the corner. There's also some numbers stamped in there. All the brake marks on it are oxidized. It has been buried for a while, as you can tell. Little bits of tubing as well. We have some aluminum welding there. Fits the time period. Although it was state-of-the-art for the time period, it was happening during that time period. Overall consistency in age, damage, and material, even paint matching from one part to the other. All good signs we're working with the real thing.